Alright, this is Carbonara. It's an exercise in making the lightest quadcopter that I could with, well, pretty much conventional parts. And let's have a look at the weight of it. And this is with a 150 milliamp Lipo. And there we are, 15 grams. So I'll explain next about how I put it together. Right, well, it's called Carbonara because of the carbon fibre rods that I've used to attach to the motors. And what I did was I got a couple of old planes from what I call the boneyard in the other room, took these connectors off, these rods off, and then got them up really. And I've attached the motors perhaps in an interesting way. I've used cotton thread and white glue and wrap around and around to secure. So it's a regular cotton thread, pull a load out, and then a bit of white glue as I go, and that's attached them really well. So in the middle there is a bit of Vero board, and the Eachine E010 receiver goes on the top. The whole build costs like $15, but for the same money you can actually get a full quadcopter. So this was just about the lightness. Yeah, the Lipo underneath is a JJRC that I've taken all of its wrappings off. Where's one? There's another one. Taken all the wrappings off, and these things unfortunately have the polarities incorrect. So I desoldered them, swapped them around, swapped around in the connector there, and they saved about half a gram, something like that, with all the wrappings of plastics. Underneath here you can see how I've glued it, which is just using, where is it now? There we are. Fix-all glue. And it works better than CA because it doesn't crack on any landings. It might not look very pretty, but it works very well indeed. And you can see how the rods just go across there. And the other thing is, you might have noticed all four motors have got blue and red wires. Well, unfortunately, the motors I ordered, 8 of them, all arrived exactly the same wires were on them. They should be black and white and red and blue, and they're for different directions of spinning. But that allowed the project to go ahead really, because I wasn't too bothered about what happened to the motors. So anyway, that's an explanation of that. So now let's see this thing flying. And one thing I've been very impressed with is wind handling. It would seem that the ducts that are usually on these kind of micro quads get affected pretty badly sometimes by the wind. This thing doesn't even seem to feel it, which is great, especially for the weight. And while I'm wearing the hat cam in this section of the video, I'll talk over it, but you'll see the wind increase as this is flying around. As I say, it only weighs 15 grams, and outside it should be struggling really. Not much wind in this section at the minute, it is a bit gusty, but all I'm doing is pressing forwards a little bit, and then I try and do a spin round in the air and lose the orientation a little bit and recover it. And then you'll see it flying into the wind. So here we are, there's the recovery. Wind picking up. You can see on the branches it's really blowing quite a way. It's about 10 mile an hour, 12 mile an hour, something like that. And this is in low rates, but I'm really impressed with this little thing. And it's made a good little exercise in building something light. So just coming in for a hand catch now. And thanks for watching.